Hey, how's it going, YouTube friends? It's your boy Never. You're still sick, big cat host. Coming at you on a Wednesday, which means movie reviews, as you know, from that only show with lemon scented limes, lest I forget, and the only show, the supernatural, super awesome Third Eye. Yes, the Never Show. I've kind of pigeonholed myself. I'm just going to be honest with you. What we got here is the real problem. Everything is in limited release right now. Our next big releases are Star Wars: The Last Jedi and Fernando, I believe, and those aren't until next week. So I've kind of pigeonholed myself. Now, there isn't a lot of good movies really left to review this month. Bad Moms Christmas, which came out November 1st. Jeez, that seems like a long time ago, just to me. Mila Kunis, Catherine Hahn, Kristen Bell, getting drunk, driving fast, ignoring their kids, being bad parents. Yay. If I wanted to see that, I'd stay home. I can be abused at home. We've already seen Thor Ragnarok, so that kind of kills anything in the November 3rd release. Murder, and then we have Murder on the Orient Express. I couldn't stay awake through the 1934 version. What makes you think I'm going to be able to stay awake for the 2017 version? I kind of rented on Redbox, fell asleep. It's suspenseful, yes, but it's not suspenseful enough, and I don't think they've done anything different that makes it any more watchable than what is there now. Just saying. And that brings us down to Roman J. Israel Esquire. This Denzel Washington, Colin Farrell film just seems kind of, it's a thriller. It's, not that great. And I wasn't really super interested in it. And that just leaves us Wonder, which Julia Roberts, Owen Wilson. I see this as a Mask remake. Remember Cher and I forget what his name was. And I just wasn't, that didn't seem really interesting either. Which leaves us with Coco, which I still haven't been able to see. Damn it. I'm really frustrated. I just haven't found a theater where I want to go early enough in the morning where there's not that many kids, because I don't want to end up, parents, creeped out because I'm a man sitting alone in a theater watching a kid's movie. And that's sometimes what happens. And you don't want them like sitting there on the phone, flipping through the sexual offender database going, yeah, that guy with the shaved head and weird goatee, that's that dude right there. Somebody call the cops. I don't want that happening to me, and I've been very uncomfortable. I've had those dirty stares that just, you're not doing anything wrong. You're seeing a movie. You're just enjoying yourself, but you're watching a kid's movie and there's 100,000 little kids, and, a parent has to sit next to you and, and they're staring you down the whole movie, like waiting for you to do something horrible, which you're not. So that brings us to today's movie. I think what we're going to see is Daddy's Home 2. I didn't like Daddy's Home 1. I'm not a big fan of Will Ferrell because he's copyright claimed my videos along with Paramount, and I'm just really hoping that this doesn't get demonetized. I'm going to do something a little different, so if it doesn't, you don't like it, I'm sorry, but this is what you got to do now not to be demonetized. So let's get right into this film. Today's movie is Daddy's Home 2. It's a PG-13 movie. It's an hour and 40 minutes. Little long. Written and directed by Sean Anders, John Morris, and Brian Burns. Our cast first bill was Will Ferrell. Please don't demonetize me, Will. I actually did enjoy this movie. It wasn't as bad as your Get Hard movie. Mark Wahlberg, great guy. Mel Gibson, we got him in here. I loved him. Although his character was a little formulaic. He's the bad grandpa. John Lithgow as the good grandpa, a.k.a. Don. Linda Cardini as Sarah. Anderson Ambrosia as Karen. I'm going to skip the kids, go right down to John Cena. Chelsea Sullenberger, a.k.a. Sully. I kind of liked it that Brad didn't like him in the end. He's such a nice guy, and it's hard to not like him, but he is a national hero and all that. Kind of cheesy being in a really dopey holiday movie. Production companies were Paramount Pictures Presents, Gary Sanchez Productions, Hula Media, our good old USA distributor was Paramount Pictures. For what little effects the movie did have, it had little village visuals and zero VFX. There wasn't anything super involved in this movie for me to really even cover that, just because there's so few. I felt like the movie was a little slow at first, and I'm not really a big fan of Will Ferrell in his comedy. I'm just saying he's just not my cup of tea. And I'm going to be honest with you, Paramount and Will Ferrell demonetizing my videos is not going to taint this review, just to be honest with you. And I hope that they don't. Mark Wahlberg is Dusty. I still like Mark Wahlberg. He still's got a good voice. Heck, even Mel Gibson wasn't too bad in this movie. And I think Mark and Mel saved this movie for me, along with John Lithgow. Otherwise, it would have been kind of... It has its moments. Now, I'm going to say it does have its moments of, laughter. And it does have those little awe moments that you need in a good Christmas movie. It's not super popular. I'm not going to say that I love it or hate it. It's just not really that great of a movie. It's, it's 6.2 on IMDb. It's a 17% on Rotten Tomatoes. And yeah, I feel like, the whole bringing John Cena in and Sully Sullenberger, kind of a waste. Great star-studded cast, but, was hoping for a little more. It's very, very subplotty, and it feels 80s sitcom-ish in the beginning and towards the end. It's sort of problematic. And I don't want to be mean to this movie, but for Christmas, if it was on TV, I'd watch it. So yeah, it gets a TV watch from me. I'd like to see what CinemaSins thinks about it because, hey, CinemaSins keeps me honest, and that's where I want to be. So definite TV watch. Theater watch, gonna pass. I'm not good with Christmas movies, My family being what it is and the way it is and stuff like that. Happy, cheerful Christmas movies. Feel-goody, weird movies like this ain't my cup of tea. Let's just put it that way. I'm going to recommend it as a Redbox rental when it comes out, just because, heck, it's a decent movie, and it's not too bad. It's got its, it does have its moments. And I ain't going to deny that. If you like what you seen here, click that like button down below. It means so much to me during Apocalypse 3. It gives me inspiration and helps me feel good that I'm doing something that you like and cheers me up. Remember, all comments are 100% guaranteed. Tell me your realities, your fantasies, your fan fictions. Spill your guts out. Whatever. If you don't want it public, I'll keep it not public. It's super easy to do. And, just keep it real, because I can smell a lie like a fart in a smart car. I got to ask, can you think about being on a Patreon for my channel? You don't realize how little I have to do so much, and especially during the holiday season, it's even a tighter budget than it is before. I can't wait for you guys to see the end of the year video. It's ridiculous. I sit down, and every time I watch it, I laugh for something different. If you want to see more of this nonsense, click that subscribe button and that little bell icon.
Ding.
And I'll see you all in the next movie review. Bye. I'm going to go call my mom. See you then.